Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game rated M by the ESRB. Some years later.
That was close. Too close. We brought that trouble on ourselves.
By we, you mean me.
It wasn't me who went and shot him.
Seemed like he deserved shooting.
I'm sure he did. But I've been thinking, ain't it about time you stop being the man making them decisions?
I'm trying.
Are you?
I think so.
We gotta find someplace to lay low. Keep quiet.
Maybe Dutch was right. Maybe we should have just gone to Tahiti.
Is that it with you? Tahiti or killing? Come on, John. Please, try.
Try what?
We gotta live somewhere for more than just a few weeks.
Okay. Let's see what we can find in Strawberry. What do you know about Strawberry?
I know they like good, honest, hard-working men a whole lot more than angry killers. So make yourself good and honest.
I am always honest. Maybe not always good, but I'm always honest.
My whole life I've been surrounded by fools with moral codes. Here's the moral code. Look out for folks. Stop trying to act like some hero in a book.
What do you know about heroes and books?
My reading's getting pretty good.
We'll read different books then.
The books is Jack's. And, well, maybe he's doing most of the reading, but still.
You're a bad influence on your mother, boy. Boy,
Sorry, sir. What was that?
I said you're a bad influence on your mother with your books.
Which books was that?
You know, that dime novel, or Boy Calloway and the Men from the Moon, or whatever it was.
I'll do my best to find better reading material, Pop.
That what you like then? Western tales? Boy,
What's that, sir?
do you enjoy tales of the Wild West?
Not so much. Anymore. I've been reading about knights. You know, of the Round Table.
The king. What's his name?
There's King Arthur, and there's Sir Lancelot, and the Lady Guinevere, and a whole lot of others.
Those names.
I kinda like them.
You know what? So do I.
Man, there's no part of me that didn't expect this. But it is with great honor to say hello and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Certainly you didn't think it was going to end that way, right? I've played Red Dead Redemption 1, and I had a funny feeling. We were going to switch
I bet that
to John
sign says
Marston.
Strawberry, don't it? I got a
And we
good
did.
feeling about this place. Been a long time.
As far as I'm concerned, there's still a few loose ends in this game. And while Arthur may have passed, there's still some things that need to be dealt with. It's nice to see Jack and Abigail and John doing well.
Why don't you pull up just here?
Looks like Strawberry may have changed a little bit.
I'm gonna go
just
see
a
what
little.
kind of good, honest work I can find. Grave digging or polishing some rich fella's boots or some such.
Me too. See if me and the boy can find some laundry work or something.
Speak with the shopkeeper.
Master. All right.
Do I have an honor meter? I do. And I'm not quite as honorable as Arthur was at the end of his life.
Help you, son?
I'm hoping I can help you. I saw the help wanted sign outside.
Sure, but you're a bit old to be stacking groceries and running errands, ain't you, son?
Well, I ain't too proud to do nothing. As long as it's honest and it pays.
Time's hard, Mr.
Milton. Jim Milton. Yeah, my wife and I, and our boy, we was robbed a few days ago. Lucky to get out with our lives, we was. Now, well, We need money.
There's bad folk out there.
Yeah, tell me
Got
about
a
it.
wagon by any chance?
Sure.
Well, then maybe you could run some goods up to Pronghorn Ranch for me. You know, head west past Owenjila, then follow the road north, leads you right there.
I don't know where that is, but I'm sure I can find it. I can leave right now if you'd like.
It's Getty's place. Fine fella. Where's the wagon?
It's just outside. I should go tell my wife, and then I can come back and get loaded.
Oh, my boys can load you up while you go find your wife.
Okay.
He was looking at me awfully funny. Not that I can imagine anyone recognizes me years on. Go to the doctor's office to meet with Abigail. Let's go see what Abigail is up to. As I get stuck on a rock because of course. Let's see here. Doc Wheeler.
Thank you, Doctor. Hey, how you getting on?
I found some work.
Me too.
Delivering goods out to some ranch.
Cleaning a doctor's surgery.
Fine living.
It is, John. Oh, it is. This is the way to it.
I'll take your word on that. What do you suggest now?
I'll stay here and get on with the work. You deliver them goods and then collect me.
Okay.
And John, I love you. Don't you forget that. Not ever now.
I won't.
It's beautiful. But also, you know, this is Red Dead Redemption. And as far as we know, there are still
Load her up pretty good, Milton.
bad people out there,
Good.
so wonder when we'll run into them.
You ride slow now. Gettys don't want his goods damaged.
Of course.
Maybe it goes to Pronghorn Ranch. I mean, I understand that we're trying to better ourselves, which is good. But also,
West past Owenjila, then
can't help but
follow
wonder.
the road north. Okay.
Also, man, driving a wagon is so difficult I never do it, for one. I was always on just a horse. You take the turns sharper than you intend to, really. I'm gonna try and be real careful with these goods. John's making a new life for himself, and I want to help with that. It's interesting. It's been several years, and we just come into this, so I'm interested to find out how we connect to our life once ago. I think one of the saddest things for me is that when we said goodbye to Charles,
We go past it.
I didn't know that would be the last time we saw him. I hope he's doing all right. Things are going okay. A little far away, but nothing terrible. And it's a beautiful day for it. Kind of curious to see if the world itself has changed a little bit. I imagine Rockstar would have put in that detail because they're pretty meticulous when it comes to that stuff. Like that rock I ran over. That didn't used to be there. I guess I probably could have put this into cinematic mode, to be honest. Then I wouldn't have had to have driven. I guess honestly, I'm just a little paranoid.
Now we go north.
I'm a little paranoid over all of this just for the fact that after everything that just happened, I know it's been some years, but from our perspective, the player's perspective, everything that just happened, there's got to be a connection. It's kind of hard to believe that we're just going to jump ahead and life will have been just fine. Figure while I'll be in cinematic mode, something's going to jump out and cause me some level of trouble. Oh, coyotes. Honestly, I also think that they probably did this to give you a long ride with something to think about after all of the events that transpired. All right, let's get this thing in here. Get on up there.
You Mr. Geddes?
No, sir. I'm Mr. Dickens, his overseer.
Jim Milton. I'm delivering some supplies from the store in Strawberry.
Okay.
This is quite a place.
Yes, it's beautiful.
They send everything?
Yeah, I think so.
So, partner, your boss, he looking for hands?
Why? You looking for work?
Yeah. My wife, we was in business with her family and turned sour. It's a long story.
Yeah, I don't know. Married hands. It's a lot of trouble.
I'm a good worker. My wife, Agatha, even our boy, Lancelot. We're all one.
Big man around, boy? Get the hell out of here. No, that ain't very neighborly. And threatening us is neighborly?
Hey, mind if I enjoy one of these apples?
Put that down.
Delicious.
Oh, when's boss man gonna sell this place, boy?
I don't think there's any plans for that.
You boys want a drink? It's some fine Scotch whiskey.
Put that down. Put that down.
These supplies for the season.
Get off the farm.
Come on. We know when we're not wanted.
Get down from there.
Bye, partner.
You come back here!
Take that horse if you need it.
What horse?
And don't get yourself hurt. Or hurt them, for that matter.
Okay.
Don't hurt them. Well, I'm not terribly good at that rule. All right, horse I've never ridden. Oh, I don't have a gun. I am not used to that. I have solved many a problem with a firearm. I don't even have a lasso, do I?
Hey! Hey!
Very effective. All right, well, I'm boarding.
Boss man's so rich, he don't need this stuff. You want his wagon back? Huh?
This is not very effective. I can't call the horse because he's not my horse. He's just a horse. Gosh darn it. I would have assumed that they would have given me an easier prompt to get on that wagon, man. It's also funny that they just ride around here taunting everyone. You're not like gonna try and leave?
You ain't getting away with that!
There we go.
Oh, shit! This one's got a stone in his boot. Tell Geddes to take that off Mr. Abel. We get a whole lot more fun.
I'm so used to just killing everyone. It's so bizarre to not do that. Turn the wagon. Well, I'm pretty sure I could just turn around. Wow, that was a way to handle a situation. I didn't have to get out of the gun and blow people's brains out. I like it a little less, but it's fine, and it's a new life. It's a new life for John Marston.
Thank you. Milton, isn't it? Those boys are out of Laramie, work for Mr. Abel. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Listen, I ain't looking for no charity or nothing, but I was serious. You got work? We'll work. I can do anything. We got robbed ourselves a few days back.
We ain't got married hands here. You're married.
Work harder than any one of them. I'm real honest, and my wife, even though she's got fancy thoughts, she'll work.
Seem kind of desperate. What trouble you in?
No trouble, sir. Aside from her brother, he tricked us and robbed her of her inheritance. We're good people. We'll work. Even Lancelot.
What does Mr. Geddes need with a boy? Just another mouth to feed.
Just, please give us a chance. I can handle myself okay, you know that already.
Yeah, makes me wonder just who would have robbed you. But we'll give you a chance. I'll let Mr. Geddes know when him and his wife return tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Dickens. I'll go get my wife.
Nah, no, you stay here. It's getting late. We'll go get her in Strawberry. We'll bring her here tomorrow. We need you around in case any more of them Laramie boys turns up. There's a little cabin out yonder past the ranch house. Things work out, y'all can stay there.
Thank you. You'll not regret this.
Yep. Go get yourself settled. We'll have work for you tomorrow when Mr. Geddes returns.
We got a place to stay. Pretty quick. And I'm guessing that is Epilogue Part 1, Pronghorn Ranch. Also, Epilogue Part 1, not Epilogue, Epilogue Part 1. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a big game. Dear God. Mission complete, the wheel. So, all right, I get a bite. Let's look here. What do I have? I have some items. Collection of personal watches. Are these keepsakes? Pipe. Did not mean to do that. Wonderful. It looks like I have, like, obviously I don't have Arthur's money, because Arthur had thousands of dollars, which was also one of the reasons why it was so funny when Dutch was like, we've got bonds here worth maybe a few thousand. I'm like, I have that in my pocket. Anyway, it looks like we may have, yeah, we have all of the items. We have all of the, I don't know if we have all of the items, but the key items, the kit items, we have from Arthur, which is interesting. It also means that we could sell this stuff and actually get some cash, because money was worthless to us before, and now money's going to be extremely helpful. Interesting. We also have all of the stuff we had worked towards with Arthur. Cigarette cards, books, business cards, all of that stuff. Cool. Yeah, I was interested to see how exactly they were going to do it. So I got a horse for now. I don't know how long I'll have this horse, so I'm kind of skeptical to name it and get too attached. Let's take a look at our map here. Trying to see if anything has changed at all. Oh my God, we can go to Blackwater. It's been years. We can go to, wow. Wow. It's just a wild thought. There's the Hamish mission. Everyone had told me to wait until after Chapter 6. It's going to feel a little weird, but, you know, without Arthur going back, but it's still certainly doable. Okay, let's go right into town and talk to Tom Dickens. Also, this horse doesn't need a name. This horse is named Rachel.
Good girl.
Hi, Rachel. She's a sweetie. All right, so let's go see Tom. See what Tom wants.
Milton, get over here. Mr. Geddes, this is the new ranch hand I told you about.
Well, I heard you had some trouble with your welcome, but you kept your nerve and protected my property.
No, it was nothing, sir.
I'm David Geddes. Pleased to meet you.
John, Jim, Milton. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. You and Mr. Dickens.
Well, you work hard. You be honest, you'll get your keep. I promise you that.
Boy has a family.
Oh, lucky man. Then you better work extra hard. Good day,
Howdy, sir.
gentlemen.
Sir?
You hear that, John, Jim? Extra hard. Hey, get over here.
Mr. Dickens?
Go find old Jim Milton here something to do. Make sure he works extra hard.
Sure, Mr. Dickens.
Yeah, John, that was pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. You can't just...
Come on this way. I was on my chores anyhow. Say, is that your family getting in the wagon up there?
Ah, believe it is. Mind if we go welcome them?
Not at all. Hey, is it true what they said about you when you arrived? That you ran off those hired guns?
Look, can we, not discuss this in front of my wife?
Oh, no, sure. Yeah, of course, mister.
I don't want to worry her.
Oh, yeah. I hear that.
Yeah, that's it. Worry.
Mrs. Milton!
Jim Milton. How fine you seem. This kind man just collected us. Thank you, sir.
I think we can be okay here. It's ranching work. This place is kinda...
It's fine. But I hear you began your career in ranching by throwing your weight around. Real wise, Jim.
What was I supposed to do? The place was getting robbed.
So you show everyone who's boss? Real fine.
I didn't have much of a choice. I gotta go. Jack, when you're done in here, come on out and lend a hand.
I was going to milk the cows.
Come on, I'll do it.
You? Are gonna milk the cows?
Sure. Why not?
I don't know. I thought you was,
I'm a ranch hand. A new one, at that.
When you got here, them hired guns?
I was just getting my wagon back. That's all. Weren't nothing.
Oh, it weren't nothing. It was about time someone stood up to them fellers. Oh, where are you from anyway, partner?
Around, you know. Up north, mostly. Been in these parts before, but that was years ago.
Oh, it's changed. The rich fellas are coming in and buying everything, the ranches. But, well, it ain't as wild as it once were, at least.
There is that.
Say, if it ain't too personal a question, are you a gunslinger, mister?
Good Lord, no. Nothing like that.
Now, just a ranch hand then.
Just a ranch hand. Failed at a bunch of things, like most men.
Well, I feel a whole heap better having a ranch hand like you around. That is for sure.
Let's see how you feel once you see me work.
All right, then. Here's the cows.
I can't wait to do the cow milking minigame.
Yeah, we used to have a bunch of women here did most of the milking. Most of them drifted off.
Okay.
You fine with milking?
You know, I ain't really done much of it. Could never really get the hang of it.
You serious, mister?
Sure. It's Jim. Jim Milton.
Hey, just sit down, I'll show you how. Approach her calm now. She don't take too kindly to surprises.
Like I said.
Now we're talking.
Just this scene
Almost
on
got a
loop.
pail full.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hey, Pa.
Is that your boy?
Sure. Abe, Lancelot.
Well, hey, Lancelot.
Hey.
We're gonna make a dairy maid of your paw yet.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Watch and learn, partner. We all gotta earn our keep.
That's enough, Jim. Come on. How about you and the boy help me clean out the stables?
Sure. Come on, son.
Man,
How old you now, Lancelot?
12, sir.
Ain't that grand? It's such a fine name.
I like it. I got imaginative parents, sir.
I can tell. Now, it ain't pleasant work, but it's gotta be done. Mr. Dickens said,
I know what he said. We'll do it. Won't we, boy?
Mm-hmm.
God, Jack was always such a good kid.
Okay. Well, you get them stalls cleaned out, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, Jack, let's just try and take some pride in this work, hard as it may be. Boy, bring that wheelbarrow over here and keep it close to me.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Hold on a moment.
it's also, I mean, it's kind of nice too, honestly,
You're
to just.
a long way from Angelo Bronte's mansion now.
Sorry, sir.
Nothing.
Oh, it splashes. Hold on.
Got some hiding back here.
From gunslinging to shit shoveling. Great.
Having second thoughts, Jim. Thank God they didn't make us do all of that manually. Last one.
Look at this horse shit. Reckon even your mother would say we're almost done here. You finish things up, I'll go check on her.
Okay.
Thanks, Jack. He got his name. I love it. I think that's great. It's refreshing, actually, in a way. Anyone who's played Red Dead Redemption 1 will probably understand what I'm talking about. But it's nice to be in the shoes of John Marston. It really is. Let's go in here and see what Abigail's up to.
Hey,
Hey,
where's Jack?
shoveling shit in pursuit of the better life you want? Same as I've been?
Won't do him no harm.
I know.
Guess maybe we can last here. Survive. Do a little better than survive for once. I'm tired of fleeing, John. So, well, you know.
Me too.
I'll put some coffee on.
I see little scenes like that, and I think they made it. They made it. $3. Simple pleasures. But you know what? You're alive when so many of your friends aren't, and that is a big deal. You know, it's one final thing before we end the episode. I'm just curious. Do I have Arthur's journal? I would imagine I do. I do, don't I? Dutch in his infinite wisdom decided to shoot Leviticus Cornwall. Now, I'm not saying Cornwall did not need shooting, but I don't think it was quite our place to act as his judge and executioner. Micah and Dutch seem to be planning something. Seems like what they both want most of all is all of us dead. Saw Eagle flies, the chief's son again. Dutch was captivated by him, turning on all his charm and confidence and seeming like a dangerous snake. What is wrong with him? Eagle Flies is desperate and angry. The local regiment are tormenting him and goading him into a fight. Now Dutch is in his ear. This will be a disaster. Poor old Karen has taken to the drinking something awful.
How's it going?
Went to speak to the chief about the situation. I helped him recover some precious things from the army. He gave me some medicine, which helped me a little. He's a man who not so long ago I would have found weak and pathetic, but now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. I would love to help him or at least stop Dutch pushing his son to do something real stupid. Captain Monroe saw Captain Monroe again, a good man in a difficult situation. This dump must seem a long way from West Point in Washington. He cares about the Indians, but he ain't too friendly with the local regiment. Helped him distribute some vaccines others were not so keen to offer about. I can't remember exactly how much of this we've read, but That's fine. Things went bad. Things went from bad to worse with the Army. I was not wrong. The local regiment's colonel despised Captain Monroe and planned to destroy him. Charles and I rescued Monroe and probably ruined his life in the process. Hope he can find peace someplace. After putting him on the train, I bumped into that nun, Sister Calderon, bound for Mexico. She gave me a few home truths about existing in this world and perhaps the next. Maybe I have got something to hope for. Anyway, it all sounded very pretty and took away all the dread I've been feeling. Got a letter from Mary. What did I expect? What did I want? Weren't never to be, and never really was, and yet somehow in the end I discovered I had a heart because I was broken. Oh, you fool. You sad, deluded fool, torn in two by different ideas of who you were, and it turns out you weren't neither of them. There's something very poignant and real and sad about reading the journal of someone who's passed. Even a fictional character. Like knowing that Arthur's words are done. That when we get to the end of this, there are no more words from Arthur is sad. Went with Charles to save Eagle Flies. They was going to hang him, I think. Rescued him out from Fort Wallace in a storm. I don't feel so good. I see clearly and I see nothing at all. Whole place has gone to hell. Dutch talking nonsense and folk undecided as to if they see him as the only hope or an anchor dragging us all to the bottom of the ocean. I hope John has more brains in his head than sometimes I fear he does. I should have, well, it's a bit late for regrets. There's a whole lot I should have done and even more I shouldn't have done. But I suppose every man has enough regrets as to let him die happy. Just hope I did some good once I learned to see the world for what it was. Ain't my fault the process took quite as long as it did. Oh, Mary, be happy, please be happy. Tilly, Mary Beth, safe caring if she ain't gone too far. John, protect Abigail and Jack. Rains fall, save your son as you could not save your people. Dutch, start listening to them as really loved you. TNT, Bacchus Bridge, blew up a bridge with Marston, either to stop the Army killing us quite so easily when we attempt to rob this last train, or because we want to encourage Uncle Sam to send another train full of payroll for us to rob. Whole thing seems even more ludicrous and moth-eaten when I write it down. Dutch is now acting crazy, and I'm acting crazy back. I'm facing death and acting foolish. I hope Marston uses his brain. The time for heroics and loyalty to people is over. The time for acting right and saving the innocent, not the guilty. It's a beautiful illustration, though. Hanging Dog Ranch. So we saw Colm O'Driscoll swing. Indeed, we did. The law's job for them, as his boys were lined up to spring him, but we dealt with them. Dutch back to being himself, at least for a moment. Sadie like a dog with a bone, although she ain't done with him yet, I don't imagine. Wonder if this will calm Dutch down and we can get back to surviving ourselves rather than just killing them we despise. I didn't feel too much. Bastard wanted to kill me, but he didn't want to that much, and I guess I felt about the same. He weren't ever exactly my fight, really, and now my fight is real different with a different enemy, one I cannot see nor put a bullet into. Him and his boys was our fault, all right, but did we ever exist, or were we just a bunch of individuals, each just falling for Dutch's dumb bluster? I feel like I don't know nothing anymore. That whole life of certainty's over. My whole code that I lived and killed by, was it true? Or was there a bigger truth I was too dumb to ever see? Being back in this country made me dig up Arthur's old journal again. Ah, so this is where it starts. Odd few years wandering. Now back here, this country that we ran to when things went crazy all those years ago. My mind is full of ghosts. Been a tough few years. Jack don't like me and Abigail cannot stand me. Or is it the reverse? Killed a fella because he looked at me funny. Abigail wants me to settle down. To what? Everything I've tried has gone wrong for so long now, and I'm back in old country. Well, I guess the North didn't turn out so good. Wonder if there's anything in these treasure maps. That's right. Arthur left a ton of treasure maps behind, and we never went and got the treasure, so I guess John could have a small fortune. Maybe that's something to work towards. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not over. There is still some more Red Dead Redemption 2 to see. Thank you for watching, and see you next time for more Red Dead.